Okay. Hi, and a very good morning to Madam and everyone who is present here. My name is Ahmad Nazrin bin Roslan, and I will be the moderator for today's talk show, which is about the importance of environmental awareness. Before we begin, I would like to introduce to our panels. Panel 1, we have SANGEET. For panel 2, we have Ravien. For panel 3, we have SHALINI. And last but not least, panel 4 by UGALETCHUMY. Environmental awareness is an incredibly important part of our lives. In order to protect the sustainability of the planet, everyone needs to commit to becoming more environmentally aware. Humans have a moral obligations to protect the environment and promote the sustainable development of the planet for future generations. Environmental degradation is detrimental and is jeopardizing the long-term health and security of animals, plants, and humans. Now more than ever, it is important that we understand the impact of our actions have on our environment. In order to become more environmentally aware, we also need to take measures to protect the planet and hopefully undo some of the damage we've already caused by our activities. Individuals affect the environment in a variety of ways, including the pollution of emission of land, air, and water, as well as the use of natural resources, energy consumption, and waste. Moving on to the topic, I would like to ask our first panel, Ms. SANGEET, why is environmental awareness important?
All right, thank you for having me here. First of all, in my opinion, there is no doubt that human activity is hugely responsible for damaging the environment. The fact that concentrations of greenhouse gases have actually increased by more than a third since the Industrial Revolution highlights our impact. Therefore, it is our responsibility to improve our environment and changes our behavior. The rise in greenhouse gas emissions contributes to the enhanced greenhouse effect, which has caused a global temperature to rise. Moreover, these gases also causes air, land, and water pollution, as we have told just now. Pollution affects the quality of food, which might cause the ingestions of toxic substance, and poorer air quality also poses severe risk to human health. Deforestation is another example of how human activity is impacting the environment. Forest actually provides us with raw materials such as food and medicines. Trees are also important. Trees are also an important carbon sink, which means they help us to balance out the concentration of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere by absorbing it during photosynthesis. With less trees, we are actually enhancing the greenhouse effects, which means global temperature are rising, and this causes dramatic and drastic climate changes such as flood. That's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. SANGEET, for the explanation. Let's move on to the second panel with Ravien. Now, Mr. Ravien, what are the other issues that affect the environment?
Thank you for the question, Mr. Nazrin. So my point of view, I think that issues such as climate change are also putting many species at risk of extinction as they cannot adapt to the new weather and conditions. See, all ecosystems are connected actually. So the extinction of a species that may be seen inconsequential has substantial consequences for humanity. For example, many people aren't aware of the severe risk associated with the decline of honeybees. Due to their reputation for nasty stings, some individuals may also feel very excited by the prospect of bees extinction. However, the bees are responsible for pollinating 35% of the 100 crop species, which is responsible for most of our food. Therefore, the extinction of honeybees has a direct relationship with the sustainability of humans humanity's food supplies. So when we see here, this highlights the creature we might consider simply annoying as an essential component of our survival as a species. So even if we link between our behavior and the severe environmental issues isn't clear, it doesn't mean we won't be affected by the consequences. So this is why it's so important to take responsibilities for protecting the environment wherever we can. That's all from me.
Okay, wonderful explanation, Mr. Ravien. Now, Ms. Shalini, since we are heading towards Industrial Revolution 4.0, what do you think? Why do you think that the businesses should be environmentally friendly?
Okay, thank you for having me here, first of all. Okay, I would say that business should be environmental friendly because all organizations have an ethical obligation to protect the environment and to take steps to prevent and minimize their effects. So there are many fines associated with failing to comply the environmental legislation and license regulations. So if a business becomes affiliated with damaging the environment, the company risks compromising its reputation and relationship with the shareholders will be affected too. So as a non-renewable energy resource running out, prices for materials such as energy, wood, plastics will increase. Therefore, it is also important for business to find an alternative energy resource. The Swedish founded furniture store IKEA is a great example of the world-leading retailer making changes to be more environmental friendly because less than 15% of the waste generated in their store will be moved to the landfill. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, such an insightful message. Thank you for that, Ms. Shalini. Now, for a last question, I will ask to the last panel, which is Ms. Uga. Who needs to be aware of the environmental issues and why?
First of all, thank you, Mr. NADZRIN. So as we are responsible for damaging the environment, it is important for everyone to improve their environmental awareness. So it is especially imperative to teach children about the importance of environmental awareness to ensure that their lives of future generations are secure. So as things stand, it is the future generation that will be much affected for our activity, for our actions. So therefore, we must equip our children with the tools necessary to behave in a responsible and informed way toward the environment. So behaving in a more environmentally conscious manner can be as simple as making minor changes to our lifestyle. So individuals affect the environment in a variety of ways, including pollution emission to land, air, and water. So use of natural resources, energy consumption, and also waste. That's all from me.
Great explanation, Ms. Uga. Great explanation to everyone here. I would like to thank you all for attending this talk and contribute your opinions towards the importance of environmental awareness. Last but not least, I would like to thank everyone who joined this talk to witness the talk between myself and all the panels about the environmental awareness as well as the impact of the environment for us humans. I hope that this talk is beneficial enough for everyone and especially for the sake of our environment.